What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Core View. Today, I will be reviewing Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 is my first entry into the Borderlands franchise, but I have always heard how the Borderlands games are very good games. People in particular talk about the second one and the third one being like top tier video games. So I said, okay, I seen a new Borderlands game was coming out. I said, when the new one comes out, I'm gonna give it a try. I never tried Borderlands before because it always looked like something that I would never be interested in. But after all these years, on the fourth Borderlands game, I made my decision to finally try it out. I'm gonna start with the story. No spoilers for the story, but it's just okay. At least at the point of where I am currently in the story, it's just okay. Like I said, I'm still very early in the game, so the story has room to improve. If you're looking for a more serious or an emotional story, this game probably isn't it. It's more tone and leans heavily into comedy and goofy humor, which I've heard is a staple of the Borderlands franchise or whatnot. It's not bad, but it's nothing too groundbreaking and nothing that really grabs my attention at the moment. But like I said, once I get further into the game, it could possibly get better. Where Borderlands 4 really shines is the gameplay. The non-stop first-person shooter action is easily the best part of the game. The gameplay carries this game by a long mile. There are endless enemies, constant action, and very little downtime, which makes it a great boredom buster. Gameplay is my top priority in any video game, and Borderlands 4 delivers in that department. I don't care too much about graphics as long as the gameplay is fun. Now, I don't want pure ugly graphics, but I don't care too much about graphics, because you can have a purely beautiful game graphic-wise, but the gameplay is trash. So I always put gameplay first, story and theme of the game second, and graphics come third. But speaking of graphics, if you're new to the Borderlands franchise like me, don't expect super realistic graphics. The graphics are more cartoony-like. It has that like cartoon shade, shadow, however you say the name of the like the design. Like, you know, I can't even explain it for real, but it looks more like a comic book, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't expect super realistic graphics. It's not that type of game, which is fine. It works for the Borderlands games. But on top of good gameplay, the game also offers a co-op and a multiplayer experience. Yeah, you can play through the whole game single player, but if you want, you can either invite one of your friends that you know personally to play the game with you. You can look for a random online to play the game with you, and this game offers crossplay, so you're not just limited to playing with people on one specific console. But the multiplayer aspect of this game adds another layer of fun to the already good gameplay. My only real complaint about the gameplay here is that after several hours of playing the same type of gameplay over and over again, it can feel a bit repetitive. So I say once you get tired of this game, give the game a break and come back to it another time. Even if you have to give it like a day or two break or a week or two break or even like just like a month or something. Just give the game a break once you get tired of it, because it can feel repetitive like after hours of playing it. The looting and upgrading systems are another big part of this game, but they can also be overwhelming. There's a lot to keep track of. Stats, weapons, upgrades, gear. Like for someone who's new to the franchise, it can get real confusing real fast. While it is nice to have so many different ways to upgrade your character and your weapons and such, it would definitely take some time to understand what's worth using and what isn't. In terms of the content that this game offers, it feels packed. Even though I'm still early in this open world, it is filled with side quests, things to loot, and things to discover. It already feels like I've barely even scratched the surface of what Borderlands 4 has to offer, which is a good sign for me for long-term gameplay. Because me personally, I hate when a game is too short. Like, I don't like when a game is like overly too long, but I like a game that's like in that middle ground. It's not too short, it's not too long. Especially how nowadays these games are $70. I want to get my money's worth. So give me plenty to do in these video games that I'm gonna be paying $70 for. So I am grateful for the developers of this game giving us plenty to do in this video game. Because these games nowadays, like they'll sell you a half-ass game for $70, and you got to buy the rest of the game for DLC, which is complete bullshit to me. And not to mention the endless microtransactions that I hate. Overall, Borderlands 4 is a good game. The story isn't anything special, but the gameplay carries and is very fun, action-packed with plenty of content. I give this game a solid 7 out of 10. This has been a cool review, and I hope you enjoy it.
You slime!